I work with these clients for 9 months before they put their house on the market. Ciao, I'm Vittoria, your trusted realtor. In this specific example, I sold this house in 7 days. We had 9 offers and I sold it for $96,000 over asking. Painting and taking the time to get your house market ready really does work. Was it worth the 9-month wait? I would think yes. Now I'm gonna dive into how we did it. First, we started with the dining room. Now, this home happened to be a particular era. It felt like it was every shade of Tuscan, which was really in the early 2000s. Not in so much anymore. And as you can see, it had the red dining room walls, beautiful but dated area rug. And in this particular dining room, my client actually used it as her staging office area. So it was very cluttered. The first thing we did was have the entire dining room painted a neutral cream color. One of my favorite paint colors, if you happen to have more warm colors in the home, like this had very warm wood floors, is Dove White by Benjamin Moore. It goes with almost anything and it just really transformed the space. We took down her valances, which were again very dated, her curtains, and she had her painter paint all the walls Dove White, and then the ceiling, which was kind of a golden beige color, was just painted a regular ceiling white. Then we removed all of the furniture out of the dining room and I virtually staged it. Virtually staging can be a lot more affordable. We weren't about to bring in a super expensive giant dining room table with all these dining room chairs, and instead we just brought in virtually a very tasteful modern table with a couple of chairs and just one piece of artwork. Now this was absolutely a beautiful home. It just needed a little bit of updating and decluttering and a little bit of love. It absolutely had amazing bones. When you walked in, it had 2-story foyer, 2-story living room, but it was just very well lived in. I always tell my sellers that they shouldn't feel bad because nobody lives like this. It's just that when you go to sell your home now becomes a product. So you have to think about it in that way. It is now a product. This particular seller decided to paint quite a few of the rooms. Like I said, there were every shade of Tuscan. The seller also decided to change out some of the carpets because they were really beat up after living in them for 20 years. Painting, changing out some carpets, and decluttering went a really long way. We also removed all the heavy curtains. It's better to have no curtains. You've heard me say it before. I'd rather have nothing or naked windows than old dated curtains kind of dragging down and taking away from the beauty of a room. Now let's take a look at the family room. This family room was absolutely stunning. It was really big. It had gorgeous coffered ceilings, as you can see, and tons of windows. While my client had a lot of heavy furniture, it was painted way too dark. We had her lighten up the room and paint it Stonington gray. And then we removed a lot of that heavy furniture. We made the windows naked, got rid of all those old school swags that were very much dating the room, pulled up all of the blinds to let all of the light in, and really edited out a lot of the room. She also had a lot of lamps in that room. I think I can count like 3 or 4 just in that picture alone. So we removed all of the lamps. So for the after photo, you can see what a huge transformation. We painted it a lot lighter, opened up all the blinds and all the shades, turned on all the lights, and really edited out a majority of the furniture out of that room and brought in a more modern sofa and very simple rug, so that what really shines when you look at this photo is the gorgeous coffered ceilings, the windows, and the hardwood flooring. Now let's move on to the kitchen. As you can see, this kitchen is stunning. Got a huge island and it's very much used and loved. Rice cooker on the kitchen counter, salt and pepper shakers, you've got your large appliances. However, when you go to sell your house, you can't have any of that stuff on the counter. It all needs to be removed and hidden away. You want your kitchen counters to be completely bare, I promise you. It's best to have nothing on the kitchen counters. As far as staging goes, if there's a large island, once in a while we might bring a bowl in with some lemons or limes or an orchid, something just to bring in a little touch of personality. You'll also notice that my client did not paint the kitchen cabinets. I've gotten a lot of hate for having people paint kitchen cabinets. So here you can see in the after, we took everything off of the kitchen counter. You've heard me say it before. The kitchen is the heart of the home. That's where everyone gathers. And you want to just simplify it so people can really appreciate this space that the kitchen has with the appliances, the big countertops, and all of the potential, so that buyers can see their families gathering around the kitchen island during a holiday like Thanksgiving. My clients worked really hard for 9 months to get their house ready to go on the market. They decluttered, they painted, and staged, and we were able to get them top dollar and sell it for $96,000 over asking price. Ciao for now.